Hello, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node. I'm here to do your 2022 overview, just a general feel for the overriding frequency that will be running through your year, what kind of experiences you'll be having, what's the general theme of the year for you and the work ahead. And looking forward to diving into this read with you. Thank you for joining me tonight. I'm always appreciative of people who choose to share their time and energy with me. So thank you for coming here to receive the read. If you haven't already, please subscribe, like, share with your friends. Leave a comment if you feel so inspired, if there's something you'd like to bring in or share about your own experience. I definitely want this to be a space where people can connect with each other in a real way and build community. Also, I do use terms like he, she, they, them, kings, queens. It all flies, all right? And it's all just energy at the end of the day. So I just deliver the messages as they come through. You apply them as you see fit in your situation. Understand it is a collective reading, and that means that there are lots of different stories that are going to come in. Not every story is going to be an exact fit for your situation, but I think if you engage your intuition, you open up to the experience, you'll find that there is resonance there on some level that you can connect with something that you're going through or will be going through. Understand that as well. Everything that I'm talking about in this reading isn't necessarily happening right now. It could happen down the road, okay? So just, be open to the messages and let your intuition guide you in how it's speaking to you, and then you'll get the most out of this read. Also, I will be bringing in astrological signs. Again, don't get too attached, okay? You don't know every single person's natal chart. You don't know every single, placement they have, so don't let it be like a limitation in receiving the reading that you think, oh, well, she said Virgo and I'm actually dealing with a Scorpio, so, it's not my story. It's an energy. And we all know Virgo energy, okay? And we all know Scorpio energy, all right? If you've dealt with those people, you know how they present themselves. It's merely saying the person you're dealing with is presenting themselves in that energy, okay? And we all have these energies in our charts, right? In one place or another. Even if the house is just, present in our chart, even if there ain't nothing there, nothing sitting there, it's still part of our energy field. It's all just one great big energy at the end of the day. So, again, apply it as it fits, don't get lost in the minutia, don't get too mired in the details, and you'll do just fine. It was 3:33 on the clock when I said that. So, confirmative message there, all right? In sitting with your guys' energy, the thing that really came in for me is that you are just completely unbothered. You are just unbothered. You are definitely in your element right now. And I mean, hey, it is your season. Okay, so happy Pisces season. Happy birthday to all you Pisces out there. Dear sister of mine has her birthday today. It is the wee hours, okay? I'm doing this reading in the small hours, but it is March 8th, 2022. So happy birthday to Danielle Smith. We have been sisters since we met when I was 15 years old in the 9th grade, and she's still part of my life. And I absolutely love her. And it was 4:44 on the clock. when I wished you happy birthday, Danielle. So I have a feeling there's just going to be so many beautiful blessings coming into your life this year, and you really deserve them, and you totally deserve to feel completely fucking unbothered, right? Because, like all Pisces, okay, you often take on more than you need to, you know, you do care. And you do have a broader perspective of the world, you know, you can understand how important it is to, like, you know, promote what brings about healing and connection among people. And so you do care, and a lot of times you do take on more than you need to, and you do hold a lot of space for people's emotions, and you know, to make them feel seen and heard and recognized and valued. But I feel like you're feeling very protective of your time and your energy right now, and rightfully so. I feel like it is your time. It is Pisces season. It is your time. It's time to do you, boo. It's time to enjoy yourself. It's time for you to be unbothered. You don't need to explain yourself to anybody. You don't feel like you have to, you know, make other people feel okay with your perspective or your choices. You just want to just ride it out and do your thing and go with this flow that has really started to come in for you. It started to come in more near the tail end of this current season we're in, which we're, you know, wrapping up winter right now, okay? We're going to be heading into spring on March 20th, you know, with that spring equinox, which is, you know, 13 days away from now, right? So spring is quickly approaching, and I feel like just in the past 3 weeks, you know, Pisces, you've really started to get like the memo. You know, Spirit has really been giving you the memo about this is where your attention is needed. You know, this is where you need to put your love, your energy, your nurturing, your care, your focus. This is where your purpose, like what you were born to do, is going to be activated by you focusing on this. And right now, you do not need petty distractions. I'm getting sentience there, okay? You don't need petty distractions. Everybody can take care of themselves. You may be water, but you're tired of putting out fires. You're tired of putting out fires. You don't want to deal with other people's crises. You do not want to have any level of drama anywhere in your sphere. You don't care about arguments. You know it's counterproductive. It doesn't resolve anything. And you also know that there is no resolution where you are having challenges, because people see things very, very differently than you. And they're not about to come over to your way of thinking or even give a single budge of a little bitty, teeny, tiny centimeter. Because you're dealing with people that are just as stubborn as you know, and you can be stubborn. But, you know, when you arrive at that place of stubbornness, it's because, like, your whole spirit is like telling you, yes, it's screaming yeses at you. Yes, this is my truth. And as soon as somebody lands in that place where, like, this is my truth and I stand in this, I don't just stand on it, I stand in it. I fucking embody it. I live it. I carry it forward in all I do. And even when it's not convenient, and even when it's uncomfortable, and even when I'd rather avoid it, I'd rather move into that water, you know, avoidance where you kind of just slip and slide around that. I fucking show up and I hold my part, but I expect others to hold their part too. And you're recognizing not everybody can do that, right? And it was frustrating at a point, But now, you know, you've gotten a download and you need to put your energy in the proper direction. And so you're, you know, you're trimming the fat, you're cutting off the distractions, you're cutting off the connections that, you know, aren't giving something back, the arrangements, you know, the projects, you know, the interests, all of it. You're looking at your whole life really as a whole, every aspect of your life. It's not just sort of like funneled to one area. It's not like how I earn money or, you know, how I want my relationship to be or what my home life needs to be like in order for me to be comfortable and the most satisfied. It's everything. It's touching everything. And you're really noticing all the little details, you know? You're really finding all the places where there's complete resonance and you're like, this is a fuck yes, and I'm 100% on board. And then, yeah. And you're starting to realize that if there's any bit of that, you're not interested. You're not interested. You're only interested in pouring your essence into what totally is like a vibrational match for your essence. And some people may find it selfish. They may think you're being unreasonable. They may think, well, you know, you're being a little harsh. You need to make more room for others' perspectives or the way I think you should do it. And you know it's just a bunch of bullshit. Because you don't. And you've always made room. You've always made room for them to do things as they wanted to do. And you really want to do things as you want to do them. And you understand that to do that, sometimes that might entail some sacrifices, and you're willing to pay that price, right? So I just see you bringing everything in your life into this state of harmony and flow. And you're going with what feels natural. And where there's resistance or any kind of pushback, you're just like, okay, I let go. Like, it's like moving into this place of grace with letting go. Okay, I let go. You know, it's cool. Oh, you know, the funny thing about being unbothered is it really bothers those who are bothered. You know, they want you to be bothered, so the fact that you're unbothered drives them nuts. It's funny, there was kind of like a little bit of that same energy came in for Libra. You know, you might actually be relating a lot to Libras right now, a lot more, you know, even than you usually do. For those of you that have strong Libra placements in your own chart, you know, you may be finding the similarities between your Libra energy and your Pisces energy, you know. Air is in water, you know, and vice versa. So it's just kind of interesting, but there's almost like this I think you might be finding like among a lot of your Libra friends, connections, that you're actually experiencing a lot of resonance with some of the themes they're weaving through their lives right now, which makes you good allies for each other, you know, because you each hold balance. You hold it in a little bit of a different way, right? But yet that way is very harmonious. You know, you're both kind of in places at this time in your life where, you know, you're just letting go to the flow. You know, water has a flow and air has a flow too, right? Air flow, water flow, you know. So calling on your Libra allies, you know, among your network. I think is good for you at this time. It's a mutually reciprocal, you know, kind of flow between those two signs right now. They're sharing a lot of kind of similar dynamics. Libra has really had to learn how to become very fluid in recent times. And well, Pisces has always been about that fluidity, right? But especially now it's your season, so you're really moving into that water element, do, take some time to really celebrate your essence, in Pisces season. Like,